Lime is out. The massive dockless scooter company is packing up its scooters and leaving San Diego. Why it decided to scoot.
Deathly ill and desperate for help, a local woman turns to a hydrogen water company, but customers say the machine left them drowning in debt and with no relief.
Plus, children helping other children before and after school. How school safety patrols are setting up young San Diego students for a bright future. First, the city wanted to throw them out, and the scooter company Lime fought to stay. But today, Lime gave up and rolled away on its own.
It is another example of how dockless scooter companies now view San Diego, once a dream destination for the industry. 10 News anchor Derek Stahl explains why Lime soured on San Diego.
Lime was the first e-scooter company to launch in San Diego, racking up more than 4 million rides since 2018. But as of today, the company began pulling its scooters off the streets. Lime cited recent city regulations that have hurt ridership.
We've prided ourselves on being a smart city, being innovative and open to technology, and we don't want to set a standard and set a stigma ourselves that we're not open to this type of innovation.
Councilman Chris Cate says the city council's decision last month to ban e-scooters on popular boardwalks was a turning point, one he opposed. Lime is now the third dockless company to exit San Diego since September.
My fear is that one or more companies will see the writing on the wall that they may not feel welcome in San Diego based on the decisions by the council majority and choose to leave the market as well.
The city tried to revoke Lime's permit last year, saying the company wasn't adhering to reduced speed zones. In PB, some people were disappointed by the announcement.
I know when I come with my family and friends, that's the first thing they want to ride.
But others didn't mind.
If you're going to have them in a populated area like PB or OB, having regulations isn't really that big of a deal. And if companies don't want to play by the rules, then they don't have to be here.
There are now 4 shared mobility companies remaining. Derek Stahl, 10 News.
Lime said the decision to leave San Diego was a difficult one. It left 11 other markets today, including Atlanta, Phoenix, and San Antonio, in an effort to get profitable. It will continue to operate in more than 100 cities.
All right, gusty winds and scattered showers will make for a chilly night around San Diego. Our meteorologist Angelica Campos is tracking how much rain has fallen today and tonight's lows coming up.
That's right, a storm and a cold front moving through. We don't get to talk about cold fronts in San Diego very often, but we do tonight. And there is one on the way already, leaving behind 2 inches of snow in Palmer Mountain. And as we get closer to what's left of the rain in the North County, not much happening right now. Let's head to the South Bay. Chula Vista, just a little bit of light rain. We have another round of showers just offshore, including Coronado, or at least very close to it, and a few showers on the way for Imperial Beach. We're expecting conditions to dry out overnight. Gusty winds making it feel very cold outside, but we'll see a nice recovery starting tomorrow, and even a warm up. I'll pinpoint what to expect in your 7-day forecast.
Thanks, Angelica. Cal Fire crews recovered the body of a man that had been hanging off the side of a cliff near Escondido. Crews responded to the man about 4 o'clock. He was unconscious at the time, and he died before firefighters could lift him. The man had been climbing near Highland Valley Road, replacing batteries on equipment along that cliff. Crews say he slipped and fell before he died of his injuries.
The former EMT who pleaded guilty last year to sexually assaulting a teenage girl in his ambulance is going to prison. A judge sentenced David Carpio today to 10 years behind bars. Carpio admitted to the February 2017 assault, as well as to assaulting another girl years before. It's unclear if that first assault happened while Carpio was on the job. Carpio and his former employer, Balboa Ambulance Service, also face a civil suit which could go to trial this year.
Happening tomorrow, the South Bay's first new hospital in 40 years will open its doors. 10 News got a sneak peek inside Sharp Chula Vista last June. The new hospital will connect to the current facility, which has been running at over 90% capacity. It features state-of-the-art operating rooms, as well as the latest tech-like digital signage in front of every room. It will be able to serve about 5,000 more patients every year. There's a ribbon cutting tomorrow and a public open house on Saturday. People hoping to improve their health say they were tricked into buying a hydrogen water machine for thousands of dollars.
Our Team 10 investigator Jennifer Kastner sat down with a local woman battling a serious illness who says she fell for it.
She says the company called Trucy told her and others that if they joined a case study, the machine would be paid for. But there was a catch. Tonight, for the first time, an owner of Trucy is going on camera with us, saying many of the claims are baseless and a ploy to bring Trucy down.
My life looks like my nightmare.
Margot Gunning of Scripps Ranch used to be a yoga instructor and a clinician. She was healthy and successful until 2 years ago when living a normal life faded away.
Yeah, I don't have that ability really anymore.
At 27, she's got an aggressive and debilitating form of Lyme disease.
Severe sweating, brain fog.
Even during our interview, she became drenched in a sudden sweat.
And then maybe
She asked that we keep rolling.
this is like real life, and no one really seems to understand or be like seem to show this.
I'm tired from the inside out. That's the best way I can describe life right now.
Her mother now cares for her. After a series of failed treatments, Gunning discovered Trucy.
I have a lot more energy.
I can recover much faster.
My digestion, getting more restful sleep.
I'm able to reduce the amount of medication that I'm taking.
Trucy sells molecular hydrogen water systems. Among the biohacking community, or people trying to hack their biology, hydrogen water is believed to have health benefits.
Oh, hydrogen water can eliminate viruses and the bacterial load. I'm like, this is fantastic.
Gunning says it was her understanding that she could get reimbursed for one of the systems by participating in a Trucy case study. The deal was the company would pay her back monthly for doing questionnaires and posting reviews. But first, she'd have to buy or finance the nearly $10,000 machine.
It's a lot of money. Oh, it's a ton of money.
She took out a loan and waited for this to arrive. But when it did, she says there were problems.
The bubbles stopped coming out after a month. This button was broken upon arrival.
To make matters worse, she says the reimbursement checks never came, despite her reviews. She's not alone. A Facebook support group now exists with more than 500 people, many of them claiming to be in similar situations. Is any part of your business a scam?
Absolutely not. We know this technology is incredibly effective.
One of Trucy's owners, Jeff Teraday, spoke to us over Skype from Los Angeles.
We would never in a million years send a faulty piece of material or a faulty product to a customer.
This is the first on-camera interview the company has done since it came under fire last year.
It was never designed to be a free machine or a reimbursement that was guaranteed. The clients would have to comply with the program, and if they didn't comply with the requirements of the program as they agreed to, then obviously there's no reason for us to compensate them.
Teraday says Gunning did not comply, which she disputes. He tells 10 News the company is working with hundreds of clients to provide the best customer service possible. According to Teraday, the claims against Trucy were ignited by a disgruntled former company partner, William Kuo, who created the Facebook group to push a false narrative that Trucy was a sham operation.
Our company was designed to help as many people as possible, not to take advantage of people.
10 News spoke to Kuo, who says the accusations against him are not true.
It literally reminds me of the dirtiest of onions, and you just peel back a layer, a layer, a layer, a layer.
The flooding of reviews and videos, success stories.
This water is truly life-changing.
Attracted folks like Gunning in search of help for serious conditions.
I was diagnosed with cancer, and it was testicular cancer. It helped me a lot. Grateful that I don't have to take my pain medication anymore.
They have claims of health outcomes that are, in our opinion, questionable, if not totally unsubstantiated.
The BBB has heard from customers with concerns about the product and its claims. More than 100 people have filed complaints with the Florida Attorney General's office.
To target ill people is beyond my ability to comprehend.
Gunning says her lender, Green Sky, let her out of her loan. other lenders haven't been as forgiving. Trucy says it's paid out over $1.5 million to program participants over the last 2 years who have not completed their requirements. In the newsroom, Jennifer Kastner, 10 News.
Quite a story.